Hello, this is Elena with ATM 101. I'm recording my observations through March 23rd through March 27th this past week. And I'll apologize already. I was sick over the weekend, so my voice is probably going to come out from now and then. So let's jump right into it. These were my temperature observations matched up with the NWS temperature observations for last week. And for the most part, they seem to be right around, there was a variance of a couple of degrees, but I would chalk that up to being a difference where my house was as opposed to where they took the measurements. For the most part, everything seemed to be in line with what they had measured. The first day I had a max temperature on my left thermometer reading at 33.9, and a min temperature reading of 28.7. On my right, I had 29.7 and a min of 29.4. Meanwhile, on day 2, I had a max temperature reading on my left thermometer at 33.6, a min of 27.4, and on my right, I had a 32.8 and 30.1. Day 3, I was looking at a max temperature on my left of 38.8, a min of 32.3. On my right, a max of 38.5 and a min of 33.1. And on my fourth day of observations, on my left, I had a max reading of 38.4, a min of 31.8. On my right, I had a max reading of 36.3 and a min reading of 32.2. And then on my final day of observations, I had on my left a max reading of 38.0, a min of 34.1. On my right, a max of 37.9 and a min of 35.3. Again, a little off, especially on my 325 reading. I had one that was kind of an outlier there, but for the most part, nothing too far away from what the observations taken by the NWS were. And now we can keep moving right along to pressure. It looks like my readings followed the same general trend that the NWS's did throughout the week. There was a kind of a gentle uptick, and then it sloped down pretty rapidly and then went back up again towards the end of the week. Even though it stayed fairly consistently warm, the pressure did drop pretty drastically during the middle of the week, and my recordings seem to reflect that as well. At the beginning of the week, I'd started at about 1,013 millibars, and by the end, day 5, I'd measured about 1,005. The middle, I think it had gotten somewhere down to 1,001. So a good downtick, but then it kicked back up just towards the end of the week. Alrighty, and as we can see here on March 23rd, my first day of observations, most significant thing that I could see was a high pressure system that was coming in. It looks like it's some dense cloud activity near the near the north of the state. And the most significant thing to note, I believe, in March 24th day of observation is, as you can see, our high pressure system is moving out, causing the pressure to drop in the central of the state, which is where I was recording at. Also, we have in the south an occluded front that seems to be pushing up a little bit with a low pressure system just behind it. And here on Wednesday, we see the whole of the state was dominated by a large stationary front, which should probably attribute to a good portion of the uptick in the nice weather outside. And it looks like on Thursday, we had a large occluded front coming up from the southeast, pushing into the center of the state. We also had some snow, it looks like, from the north, just a tad bit. I don't think it reached anywhere into the central area. I hadn't heard anything of it, and it doesn't appear so on the map. And closing up with Friday, we had a low pressure system coming in from the southwest. And it looks like overall, everything was leveling out for the temperatures and the pressure in the state. And if we scale it back a bit, you can see overall a lot of very dark, dense areas on the map, indicating that it's very dry through most of the center of Alaska. Of course, down towards the southwest, it's a lot brighter, a lot wetter, a lot warmer. But we definitely have an overall sense that it's really dry outside, which I think we have felt over the past week. And can certainly be indicated by how much our roads are clearing up a bit. So overall, a very interesting week to observe some weather, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Thank you.